What's up, G.I. Joe fans? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. I'll be your curator today. Guys, we got another fun one for you. Let's bring this guy in a little bit. Another really cool G.I. Joe, carded G.I. Joe from 1998. This was a figure that I picked up from Toys R Us. Back when I absolutely, positively had to have all the G.I. Joes. So for your viewing pleasure, today we bring you all the way from 1998, the G.I. Joe U.S. Marine Korea. And this was a stylish packaging system that Hasbro brought out. I want to say Hasbro and Kenner brought out for G.I. Joe. It was a really cool carded figure, and these carded figures didn't get a lot of, or I should say, they didn't attract a lot of attention that the box figures attracted. So a lot of these figures kind of went by the wayside and was relatively unknown to the mass market, the people that are just trying to get G.I. Joes at the time. Not very expensive. Even in 1998, I think I paid maybe $15 for this carded figure. But now what you have happening now, 20 years later, these carded figures are heavily sought after. And we talked about, what makes a figure hard to find, what makes it rare in past videos. That'll do it. Under the radar, not really highly valued at the time. And then what you get is, 20 odd years later, figures are popping back up, and they are going for a lot more now. But I'm a museum curator, so all of my G.I. Joes are for museum purposes and the historical preservation of these toy lines. And this was a really cool G.I. Joe, and like I said, I had to have it. I even tracked this figure on my G.I. Joe Collectors Club monthly newsletter. And it told us pretty much when all of the G.I. Joes were coming out. And this is truly a carded figure. He comes with very little. He has his rifle here. I want to say that clip is a removable clip. We'll find out. The old classic collection hands. This figure didn't come with the gung-ho grip hands. And he has his dog tag. Beautiful head sculpt on these figures. Nice pot-belly helmet there. These figures are kept in our main part of our collection room here at the museum. Airtight containers, plastic containers. Guys, if you're just joining us, welcome to the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. This is what we do, guys. We're just hanging out today in our museum, and we're doing a few videos for you guys today. We will keep you posted on M.I.B.'s Wave 3 releases. We'll have some field reports for you. For people that's wondering about that, got some more exciting announcements We're still working on, we have 2 giveaways that's going on right now. So you can kind of keep that in the back of your mind and know that, you know, the second that those 2 contests reach their goal points there, we'll be announcing a winner of those two contests. So here's the back of our card here of our U.S. Marine Korea. Collect them all. Precisely what we're doing here. Here's a backstory here. If you want to pause your video, you can check that. If you want some good reading on the U.S. Marine Korea. Here's some other fantastic items you could purchase back in 1998. If you want, and that's what these carded figures were. You could do a lot of add-ons with these guys. They other carded versions of weapons and outfits and clothing and gear, accessories were sold separately. So you could just, if you just wanted the figure, then you could buy the carded figure. Let's get you a year. 1998. Yeah, this was all of Hasbro right here. I guess Kenner had stopped at that point. So you could really, you know, do a lot. And financially wise, this was another cool way. If, you know, you didn't have 30, 40, 50, $60 in 1998 to buy one of the more lucrative deluxe G.I. Joe sets, figure sets or figures, but you wanted a G.I. Joe, and for parents, you know, that's trying to make ends meet, that was fantastic. I mean, they can walk into a Toys R Us, a Target, or a Walmart, and they could purchase a carded figure for $14. And he came with a, you know, with a rifle and a helmet, you know, it's, like I said, dog tags. And then later on, they could go back and get a few carded versions of the, you know, weapons and clothing that, you know, they could have for their kids. So it worked out. So Hasbro was did a good job, I should say, in that respect of making sure that, you know, all lines of the economic tree was being taken care of, because it, you know, I'm a parent. I know I'm not going to spend $80 or $90 on a figure set for my kid, knowing that is probably going to get trashed inside of maybe a month. Pieces are going to get lost. So this was a fantastic way that parents and kids alike could be satisfied on both counts. Guys, what do you think of our U.S. Marine Korea G.I. Joe? Do you have this figure? Do you remember this G.I. Joe? We would like to know all of that. Leave your thoughts and opinions at the bottom of this video in the comment section. A lot more fun on the way, guys. You know the routine. God bless. And keep collecting.